Hey, kids. What? Sit down. Are you ready? Welcome to the 200th show.
Oh, that's right. This is 200.
Irishman. That's why we have special things here. What could possibly go wrong? And if you got a second, if you've been watching all 200 shows, thank you, Jesus, for if you did.
God bless you.
Could you hit a like? And if you aren't a subscriber, subscribe. We promise we're not that intrusive. It's only
you won't hear from us.
It's only a couple times a week.
Maybe
you get a little. Hello, would you like to watch this now, or wait till you're going to the bathroom? That's all it is.
Yeah, we try to keep them under 20 minutes, right? Put it in a bathroom break.
Just long enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have an excuse to get out.
Yeah, happy 200. That's awesome. I forgot.
Thank you
that was
for 200.
Yeah,
we wouldn't probably be here, or it'll be a completely different show.
It's a lot of weird bottles, and what's so funny is I was looking at the stuff for tonight. We still have a lot more to go. We have so many things sitting around the house that we haven't done on camera. So
it's completely amazing because of the probably I would say close 10 people we have affiliated with the show.
Yeah,
there is so much, not counting what he's got.
Actually,
there's still so much more out there that I have never seen.
I didn't personally buy these bottles. I had a friend pick this one up in Miami, and another friend pick this one up in Kissimmee, which was awesome. Like getting that network is great. Because they reach out and say, "Hey, I'm here, and this stuff, is this something you're interested in?" And I wouldn't have got them otherwise. So the network is awesome.
I didn't realize there's a picture of Jack Sparrow in the back.
Yeah, we'll talk about the tater stickers here in a minute.
Say taters? Taters.
Tater stickers.
And again, if you've been with us this long or you're just joining, either way is fine and dandy, and we're happy to have you. But I don't know anything about these because I've never seen them before, so we're gonna let the guy who knows everything talk about them.
These are releases from Short Barrel. So Short Barrel is the company out of Norcross, Georgia. So Short Barrel sources their whiskey, and then they do all kinds of really cool finishing, and they do a bunch of different series. And so what we have with us today, because like Short Barrel Cigar Batch 2 just came out this week. It was dropping kind of all over the place. This is Short Barrel Bee's Knees 4. So this is the fourth release they've done that's honey finished bourbon.
I assume there's some honey in it somewhere.
Right. This one is a store pick. This is from Checkers down in Miami. We were talking about this tater sticker here on the back. It's a bear, holding onto the bottle end because it's honey finish, which is cool. And then this is the Short Barrel Double Oaked.
Why?
Right. I had never seen this one before. I'm a big fan of the Double Oak stuff. I like 1910. I like the Woodford Double Oaked. I like the, I think it's Master's Keep 1 was finished in toasted barrels, which is technically Double Oaked. So that's going to be source whiskey finished in toasted barrels. It was finished for 7 months. This one was actually a pick done by a local group here called the Lion's Den. It looks like North Tampa Bottle Share. I don't know those guys.
I've heard of that.
And then MDP Liquor out in Kissimmee. The Lion's Den is Sean Thompson. He's a great follow. If you don't follow him on Instagram, he's got one of the best collections in all of Central Florida. He posts almost nightly. He's got some really, really cool stuff. Yeah, he's got some really awesome stuff.
That's a lot of work.
And they do some really cool picks. And he's a really nice guy. If you ever meet the dude in person, he's going to have his logo on. It's kind of on the back of the sticker here. It's hard to tell, but it's just like a lion in like a nice jacket. But he does really cool stuff for the community.
Sophisticated lion.
Correct. Does some really awesome picks. And is a really nice dude if you ever meet him in public. What we were joking about, the tater sticker, like that's Jack Sparrow. This is a Gasparilla bottle. Gasparilla is an event that we have down here in Central Florida, Tampa base. It's like a pirate festival. It's actually this weekend, I believe. I think Gasparilla is actually this weekend, which is crazy. That this bottle kind of came into my life today. I went and picked this one up today. And the honey finished one I've had for a couple weeks. I've had Bee's Knees 3. This is Bee's Knees 4s. I know I like it. I know I like honey finished stuff. That was a no-brainer for me. The Double Oaked is a first swing at this. Never tried it. Don't know anything about it. Can't really find where it's sourced from. It just says distilled in, I believe it's Kentucky.
It looks delicious, and the color is amazing.
It just says Kentucky, right? So it doesn't say Lawrenceburg or Bardstown, or it doesn't really give you much in a way
somewhere
of where it may be sourced.
In Kentucky.
Yeah, there's no other sticker on here that talks about the mash bill or the sourcing. It just tells you that it was medium toasted finish, and it was finished for 7 months, which is great. Same thing with the Bee's Knees. Bee's Knees just says distilled in Kentucky. Oh, actually, this is Kentucky and Indiana, so this is going to have some MGP in it. So it's going to be some Midwest grain products blended with something out of Kentucky, but again, they don't tell you what.
Something out of Kentucky. These guys who made it went to Indiana. to help make it,
Yeah.
or vice versa.
No, honestly, this short barrel buys barrels. That's their shtick. They buy the barrels and then they do the blending and the finishing. There's no age statement on it. Most of this stuff I would assume is around 4 to 6. Relative, I wouldn't say expensive, but I believe the double oaked was like $89, and this store pick I want to say was like $85 out the door. So they're still under the $100 threshold, which is great, especially for something where they're going to have to source the whiskey and then go through the finishing process. That generally jacks the price up a bit. But let's start with the Big Glen. This is the honey finished. Honey finished stuff.
Sure. That's the right one.
Look at it. So honey finished stuff gets this real cloudy color to it because of the honey coming out of the barrel and being into the whiskey. It gets this very kind of cloudy look. I've had some of them with almost like chunks in it because it'll settle to the bottom.
It actually seems kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's the same way with barrel char. So if it's unfiltered, you may get some barrel char in there as well.
I like that with the chunk thing. That would tell me personally. Like a lot of times, like there's a lot of flavored whiskey or bourbon.
Right.
It's manufactured. It's very rare they put anything real in there.
I've had some of
that like that. That say, hey, that's real honey in there.
I've had some
or comb.
Home finished stuff. There's some people in the community that do their own blending and they do their own finishing. Yeah, Jack does it. David Crabtree does. A bunch of guys do it, but they do it the right way. I've had some that taste like they just squeeze honey in the bottle and shake it up and then say, "Oh, it's honey finished," because it's very overwhelming. This is
sorry, that's not finished.
No, that's not finished. Very honey on the nose. The nose is incredibly honey forward.
Yeah, something else too, though, but it's good.
Little bit of heat.
There's a lot of heat.
To me, it's pretty vanilla, honey, sweet.
Vanilla, yeah, that's what I smell.
Yeah. Cheers. Let's give it a swing.
Yeah.
This one I know I love. Like I said, I'm on like my third bottle of it.
Ooh.
So
it almost tastes like
you got it. Yeah.
Excuse me, what I'm doing there. Like you're sucking on a honeycomb.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So this one, interestingly enough,
wow.
The early bee's knees were just straight sweet. These later ones have a punch to them. There's some pop to that. There's some heat.
It's that real unsweet flavored honey kind of, and then it just went like around my tongue like this, like just.
It's going to be thick, right? Because of that honey.
Yeah. Like it went, and it got like on the second in there. That was.
I mean, you swirl this thing around your glass and you let it sit, and you don't actually. It takes like 5 seconds for the legs to even develop because it's very, very thick. If you let this dry in the glass, it'll get almost like crunchy. This is different than most honey finished things I've had. Most honey finished things are lower proof and they're just straight sweet. This has got the sweetness of the honey. It's got a little bit of vanilla, but there's some pop to the back end of that. There's some actual bite to it, almost like high rye.
Like one of those. I'm gonna say grape just because of the what I'm trying to explain. When you pop a grape, kind of get that pop. You get that surprise, and then the honey. God, it's good.
The honey can be a bit. I don't want to say overwhelming. It is if you have more than one glass. If I drink a few of these in a night, it gets almost like a
like when you drink too much Jim Beam maple.
Yeah, kind of like the flavor gets overwhelming.
Pancakes all night.
Yeah, it just gets overwhelming. It's too much. I like it for what it is. I like it within a mix like this. I think it's very delicious, but I couldn't sit around and just drink this the entire night. The honey definitely gets a little overwhelming.
I'm gonna say 110.
Oh, on the proof?
Mm-hmm.
You saw me spin the barrel and bottle around. You're cheating.
I saw you this one. I made sure I didn't look at that one.
110 on the nose.
No way.
It is 110. It is 110 on the dot. It's got a really good
I made sure I
proof.
didn't look at that one. This one I saw an accident.
Keep in mind these are single barrels, so
I like the heat. That's a pretty hot 110.
yeah, it's got some pop to it, right?
I almost wanted to say 115. I'll be honest with you. I was like between 109 and 114 is what I was going to say, but
I think it adds a really good dynamic to an otherwise one-dimensional bottle.
I like to have it cold, maybe.
When you're talking something honey
Not
finished,
ice, but cold.
just chilled.
Chilled, yeah.
When you're talking something honey finished and it's just straight sweet and straight honey, it can be a little one-dimensional. It doesn't add much to it. This brings that kind of spice and pop on the back end that I very much enjoy. That to me is a very, very good pour.
There's a lot going on with that, in my opinion.
And it's, like I said, I think this is my third bottle of it. Yeah, look how thick. You can just see it just grabs the glass. So don't be afraid by the cloudiness of them. Don't be turned off by you look through it. That's weird. I mean, you can see when you shake it up.
It kind of makes me feel like if you found like an old bottle from the old days.
Yeah, I mean it's very cloudy and there's barrel char in
We're
it
gonna drink it anyways
because it ain't filtered. I mean there's barrel char sitting in the bottom of that. Really, really cool pour. Very delicious stuff. If you haven't had honey finished stuff, I would encourage you to try it. If your only experience with honey is like Jack Daniel's Tennessee honey or something like that, vastly different. Vastly
You're going to be
different.
really disappointed if you think it's,
Yeah, no, this is real whiskey finished in honey, not like an additive
you still
put
got it
in.
cold, hit this. It'll be fine.
Yeah, delicious.
Knock it the hell out.
I don't know what to expect from the double oaked. So the double oaked is pure, right? Pure Kentucky source.
It's got a great color, and it is 114.6.
Yeah, so it's coming in right around 115 proof. The second barrel was toasted. That's an important distinction, right? So in the making of the barrel, think of toasting like low and slow barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
You're still heating the barrel and putting heat to the inside of it, but it's not like charring where it's direct flame. It's a lower heat over a longer period meant to bring out more of the barrel sugars. So the whiskey is first put in a regular charred barrel, and then it is finished in the toasted barrel. So it's finished for 7 months in a toasted barrel.
And it is higher proof, and it smells lower proof.
Smells lower proof, and it's got that, man, I picked this note up on almost every single toasted whiskey I've ever had in my life. It's marshmallow. The nose is very marshmallow, and that screams toasted.
I always forget that, and then you say it, I'm like, that's what it is.
That's what it is. That marshmallow note to me comes out in almost every toasted bottle I've ever had in my life, and I love it.
That's crazy.
And they do it to rye, and they do it to straight bourbon whiskeys, and they do that toasted finish on a lot of different things. But it's very marshmallow. No ethanol. No, but you can take a deep pull of that.
Yeah, that was way hotter smelling. Yeah. Anyways.
Cheers.
Yeah, let's go. Good luck.
Wow.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Dang.
I definitely taste some oak in there. Doesn't taste almost 115 at all, though.
It's got a good pop to it. It's medium finish. It's still kind of lingering, and it's dissipating
super
quickly.
Mellow for 115, man. Almost 115.
You can pick out all the notes of exactly what it is. You can get the sweetness of the double barrel. You can get the marshmallow of the toasting.
That's crazy.
You can get the proof. The proof is kind of hanging out on the gums.
I think it's less. I feel less than that. That really hit me in the mouth, and this is not doing that.
But this is pretty oaky. It's dry.
Yes,
it dried my mouth out dang near instantly.
Wow.
Comparing it to...
Yeah, what?
Comparing it to something like a Old Forester 1910, which is double oaked.
Oh, it does say 7 years, 7 months.
Yeah, so it's 7 year...
7 years, 7
7 year age, and then 7 month finish. That's good. So you're getting a 7 year bottle, single barrel,
under
$100. Got some really cool stuff going on in it. That marshmallow flavor of the toasting is fantastic. The oakiness of the double oak. Double oaks are usually very sweet because you're getting the barrel sugars out of both. So it's got some sweetness to it, but there's still a good amount of bite to it. It's not just if your only experience with double oaked is like Woodford double oaked, that's syrup. Like Woodford double oak is good for what it is, but it's lower proof and it's insanely sweet.
It's super dark too.
This has got some really great complexities to it. There's a lot going on there, and I like that the second barreling was toasted because I think it adds to a really good profile. Now, if you ask me where this was sourced from, I'd have a hard time telling you. It says Kentucky, but I can't. It doesn't scream one distiller over another to me. You know what I mean?
What's it called?
When I first smelled it, I thought turkey, but I don't think that's what it is.
It's nowhere near turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's great.
I think I like the double oak better than the honey. And I do like honey finished stuff. Sorry, Jack. Jack's big into the honey finished stuff. He owns every honey finished thing ever.
We still love you, Jack. Make some.
This is almost approaching a little like a cigar blend light. It's got that level of flavors to it and like a robustness, but you're not getting like the cognac or the sherry finishing. You're getting like a toasted vanilla oaky finishing, but it's definitely got like depth that you would normally get out of like a cigar blend type.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, my buddy Randy just picked up the latest batch of the cigar blend. I had a sample of the small batch of the short barrel cigar blend. I didn't love it. I thought it was too hot. That was batch one. It didn't blow me away. That was kind of my only experience with the short barrel stuff until I got into the honey. This is fantastic. I like this a lot. It's not crazy sweet, but it's sweet enough. You can pick out the toasted notes. There's not one thing that's overwhelming. It's not like you can drink it, it's pure oak or pure toasted. It's just good. It's well balanced.
Yeah, it's kind of, if you like either one, I think you'll like it together either way.
Yeah.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are out of Georgia. They were on our road trip. We were going to road trip up to Lynchburg, up to Jack Daniels and back. So make our way up through Atlanta and then head west. And these guys would have been on the route. We had a tour scheduled, and then the trip kind of fell apart. But it would have been cool to go see, the lab, essentially, right, where they're buying all these barrels and then picking out what goes into what blend and how they're going to finish it. And that, to me, is a much more difficult process. Sorting your way through barrels and buying them one-offs and then figuring out how you're going to
win the lottery, we'll be doing that. So
we'll go hang
We're
out.
We're going to sit at home and do nothing but do that all day.
Oh my God!
We'll have two different blends: the Irish blend and the Scottish blend.
And then the other thing we're celebrating tonight. So back to this, delicious, worth the price, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think
$90.
So I
got some proof.
I think personally, for me, I would pay for this one before this one, but yes.
Awesome. That's where you're getting the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
don't dislike this, but at the same price point, I'd rather buy a Stag.
Oh, for sure. But
yeah.
Yeah,
but
yeah, if you're gonna find one, for sure.
I won't tell you to go F off at your house if you hand me this. I'll be like, let's bring out a glass, son. Yeah, no, they're both really good. I'm impressed.
Well, and they give you two very different looks at two very different finishes. Right?
I like the bottles.
The bottles are great. They look really cool.
I'm kind of a bottle whore. I've bought stuff just because I like the bottle.
Yeah, the short squat bottles.
Other than maybe 2 out of 30, I've been very lucky. I haven't gotten. Oh, that was a terrible idea.
I like the short squat bottles too. The indentation on the bottom here is really nice. It's good packaging. The stickers are really nice, and the tater stickers are great.
Little things here on the bottom.
Yeah, they did a good job. So, so delicious, worth the money. I'm on board with both of them. We are celebrating 200th episode tonight. This is a great way to do it. We're also celebrating. I have officially been accepted into the Jack Daniel's Squires. I think you saw me post that into the Happy Juice Club. I was nominated by a fellow Squire.
Yeah, but now he has to drink his Jack Daniels like this.
Yeah, my little pinky. I got my deed in the mail today. Squires, you actually have a plot of land in Lynchburg. It's small. It's like the size of your foot, essentially. But it's
that's enough.
Yeah, it's just really cool. So we're toasting to that, and then Friday we have a barrel release party.
That's right.
Happy Juice is releasing. I think this is Blanton's 2 or 3. I don't remember. But we got a barrel of Blanton's coming in. I was on the pick team for that.
That might be 3. I think it's the second one with me. So
could be.
I think it would be a third one because you've been a little longer than me.
So over the years, Happy Juice has gotten to do some really cool picks. We did the Blanton's pick with Jose on the show. And blind, we all loved it. We said it was better than the shelf offerings. I remember that show distinctly because it kind of kicked off the...
we did the gold. Yeah.
It
was a delicious night. I don't remember much about it, but it was delicious.
So this time around, I was part of the pick team, which is really cool. We're going to be getting together Friday night, and I'll pick up a bottle of that, and maybe we will... I don't have any of the last pick. I crushed it because it was really, really good. I'm kind of bummed out. I wish I had to kind of compare them. So we may have to do it against our regular Blantons, but we got that going on Friday night, which is really cool. And then coming up this year, we will have access to a lot of really cool bottles. I've picked up some stuff recently that I never thought we'd be able to do on the show. Stuff we've been able to source from Europe and source from other friends and groups, and
because we're international, baby.
But just things
the slow production.
Yeah, right. But just things I never thought that we would have a chance to even see. And they're here. And so we got a full slate for the year coming up.
Thanks to you, I've seen stuff I never thought I'd see.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm glad you're here. And appreciate it every day. And also, just a side note, if you feel like rooting for anybody in this week's games, Commanders all the way would be great.
Oh, he's got like Redskins tattoos and stuff on him. Like, I'm crazy about it, which is great.
Yeah. We're getting the name back next year.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So, if you could support, I would really appreciate it. I need all the help I can get. Been a fan since I was 5 years old. I'm 56 years old, so do the math. It's been a long, 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 long road. So, with that being said, my friends, please drink one for us because I'm definitely going to drink one tomorrow. So, and tonight. And we'll see you on the next show.